Hey, you know what? In every video, I always complain about the cold, but check out my glasses. I don't know if you can see it here. I'll get close. I'm not complaining about the cold today. I'm complaining about the rain. Yeah, you know what happened is it snowed. Look at all the snow behind me. It's like piled up. We've got like a few feet of snow now, and the snow stopped. And then I thought, hey, great, the snow has stopped. I can come out and film. But then it started raining. It's raining right now, so it's like a rainy day. Anyways, today I have this here JJRC X7. Now, this review may happen or it may not happen because it is raining, so we'll see how it does. You can see it's getting wet as it is, but since it's got a nice cover on it, you know, I don't think the rain's gonna bother it too much, so I'm gonna fly it in the rain. What the heck? I'll probably be the first guy to fly a X7 in the rain in the winter. So the temperature right now is about 0 degrees, so the water is actually, you know, it's not turning to ice, but it is supposed to get colder in the next half hour, so we might get freezing rain all over this here drone. This thing's got about a 23-minute flight time. It's got a 500-meter range, and it does have a 1080p camera in the front with a gimbal that moves up and down. It's kind of like a gimbal. It's not a 3-axis gimbal, but so the video might be okay, but it is really, really light. So light drones, I always find, move around a lot in the air, so you might get your image moving like this. But anyways, let's go give this a try. There we go, my landing pad's all nice and wet. I'll put the drone on the wet landing pad. Here's the controller. This drone's pretty weird. When you power it on, it plays you some music. Listen. Name that tune for $5. It is a GPS drone, so you have to do the compass calibration. So once,
twice, 3 times, and then down, once, twice, 3 times.
And we should be all good. Now this drone does have a settings menu, which you can see on the screen right now, so you can set certain things. One thing I noticed on this drone, it does not ask you to wait until it has enough satellites to take off, so I guess it must get the satellites pretty quick. So let's see how stable it is. Start her up, pull these out, hit the left joystick up. It is 0 degrees right now, so it kind of doesn't like the cold. You can see it vibrate every now and then, but the GPS worked well. It's staying exactly where it should be. Even with the wind, I can walk around it here, fly it up higher. And let's just see how it flies. Let me just take it out here. I don't see any speed settings on this. So I'm flying backwards just so you can see what the image looks like as I'm flying around here. Fly over me, there I am. And I'll fly, take it up and fly back to me. Here it is. Is there water on the lens? I can't tell. Okay, so it has follow me and a few other things. Let's go to follow me mode. So on my screen, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little thing that's called position, and I'm just gonna hit track, which is follow me mode. And it says pick a height. You have 3, 4, 5, 6, can you go higher? Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm gonna pick number 7. Let's see what it does. Let me just walk over here. I can't walk in the snow because it's too much. So I can only walk around here. But yeah, it's following me. And if I go this way, watch me slide on the ice. You coming? Don't lose me. There we go. It's got me again. All right. So we see the tracking works. And I'll take it out of that before I smash it into a tree. There is an orbit mode, so let's see how the orbit mode works. I've never tried it. Let's go way up for orbit mode so I don't hit all these trees. So I'll hit this. It says orbit. Does it tell me anything? No. It's orbiting right where it is. Oh, I see. So orbit is like it's doing 360 right where it is. It's spinning. So I must be able to increase the radius. Let me try to increase the radius. I'll go backwards and will it spin? Yeah. So when you pull this here joystick backwards, down, it increases the radius. So here we are. You'll see me under there. There I am. And there we go. So the orbit mode is pretty sweet. I like that. Okay, so if I hold this button down, see the wind blowing it right now? If I hold this button down, it's going to go out of GPS mode and blow with the wind. Okay, no more GPS. It just blows with the wind. So now I can fly it as I wish. Whoa, I forgot there's trees back there. So, oh my God, I got to pay attention. I don't know how many times I mentioned it on YouTube videos, but I like to fly out of GPS mode, because it makes the drone fly so much faster, and I just like the way it just moves. Except don't hit the trees like I did. All right, I gotta put it back in GPS mode here. Let me just bring it close. So to put it back in GPS mode, hold down that M right here, that's the mode. It's gonna beep. There we go. just locked into GPS mode. There is a map on here, except I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna click on it. The map is saying no waypoint route planned without aircraft under GPS mode. Make sure no obstacles when active. So I'm under GPS mode. So this drone does have a waypoint mode, but I've got an Android phone, and maybe the software for the Android phone is not any good. I'm not really sure. So I can't show you the waypoints. Anyways, if I get it fixed at a later date, I'll show you. It says right now I'm at 60% of battery. That's pretty decent for the amount of time it's flying. All right, let's try a little range test and a return to home. So let's go way up. It says this thing can go almost like 500 meters high, so I'm gonna take it way to hell up there. See it going, I'm heading towards, there's a school over there. It's in the wind really high. Right over, once I get over that water, there's a little frozen river. I'm going to hit return to home and see if it comes back. Still says I have 60% power again, so it's got lots of power. So I'm over the river now. And there's the school right there. I just let go of the joysticks, so that's what the video looks like. And now I'm going to hit return to home. All right, so let's see what she does. It's got to come back. It is a dull day today, and you know, it's nothing great out. There's no real blue sky. So the camera on the drone can't really do any magic, but there it is. Man, does that ever come back fast. So here I'm going to bring the camera down so you can see what it sees as it's coming down. See if it lands on my car, or does it land on the landing pad. So there it is coming down, and there's my takeoff point. Check that out. That's pretty decent, actually. Here, I'll take a picture of that building over there, and you tell me what it looks like. There we go. All right, I'm cutting into this review to show you the actual JJRC flying indoors. The reason for that is because it's warm in here, so any jitters or flopping around in the wind and all that stuff should not exist indoors, at least in the video quality that I'm going to show you. I haven't tried it yet, so I'm assuming it should be perfect. The other thing is that if you have a phone that's quite modern, you know, in the last 4 years, then you should have no problem flying with this drone, because it is on the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi protocol, you know, the 802.11 AC protocol. So if you buy this drone and you have some old phone, you may not be able to receive the video signal. You need something a little bit more new. Anyways, let's get on with my indoor flight test. All right, flight indoors, powered on, and listen to that beautiful music. That could just rock you to sleep. Probably not. Now let's power on the controller. There you go. If you have 2 lights on right here, that means you're in GPS mode, and hit the M button, you'll get 1 light. Now you're in non-GPS mode. For indoors, that's what we want. Now for indoor flight, you're gonna have to do the gyro calibration right there. And that's just so the drone stays all nice and level for flight. All right, start the drone up. Just pull these out to the right, each one, and just lift her off. Here we go. I'll just stand back here because there's not a lot of space. And I'll bring it back to the camera. There you go. You can see how is the video. How does that look? I'm just moving it side to side. I'll bring it up, take it up higher. Bring it close to my captain drone. I'm gonna see if I can try this really crazy thing. I'm gonna try to land it on my desk. Not a lot of space over there. Let's see, can he do it? Whoa, that's a 3-leg landing. This last leg, not too bad. All right, so there you go. Indoor test, give it a 5 out of 10. You need a lot of space to fly this. Back to the outdoor flying. So one good thing about this drone is it's supposed to have a pretty decent flight distance. So let me just go up here, take it up. I'm just gonna take it over past the park, across the street. We'll see how good it is. Take it away up. I'm still on the same battery. This thing just keeps on going. I'm going to head over to that little forest. There's a little patch of woods over there. Let's see if I can make it there. I'll go over the park. Now if it gets low in power or low in reception, it's just going to return to home. There we go. I'm passing the park and I'm heading to the forest. Just a little patch of woods. Is it going to make it? You know, it's a fair distance away. Say distance, I'm over 200 meters it says. I'm at 230 meters. 248, I'm just going to take it up a little bit. Look at that, I can make it all the way up to 269. I'm at 300 meters. All right, 300 meters. I have to admit the drone is rather impressive. It's a very light drone. It's got a long flight time. I don't know what the camera image looks like. I haven't tried it on a computer, so I have no idea, but it's very intuitive. So let's bring it over here, down, and put it in for a landing right there. And now a quick unboxing of the JJRC, very modular looking drone, and for some reason they write on the box, smart. So is it smarter than you and I? I don't know. But here, let me show you what it does. Right up here, it says it has point of interest, waypoint flying, flight path planning, 5G Wi-Fi, maximum altitude of 0.5 kilometer, 500 meters, 1080p camera, and it is movable 90 degrees, brushless motors, and a click-in battery. So let's open it up and check out what's inside. I have the black version. First thing in the box are the instructions, and all they give you is a quick start guide. So you'll download your app here, iOS or Android, and it's not very long. It's only about 3 pages long, double-sided. Very short instructions. Next in the box, we have the drone itself. You can see right off the bat, it has brushless motors, and I like the way somebody said, you know what? For legs, what if we just bend the plastic down like that? That's not a bad idea, actually. Little LED lights on the bottom. And you'll notice right here, the bottom is very flat. There is utterly nothing on the bottom. So in other words, there's no positioning sensor to keep it in place when it flies without GPS. If you turn the GPS off, it's just going to float around in the wind. In the back, you can put the battery, and where's the battery? I had it for a second. There it is right there. It's modular. It's a 2-cell battery, and it's 2600 milliamps, which is pretty good. That's a lot of power stored in here. Looking at the rest of the drone, we can see in the front is the 1080p camera. And is that a gimbal I see? Well, it's something like a gimbal because there's no side to side. I don't see it. I see dampening for side to side. And I do see an up and down, but look at it. I can bounce it around. So I would assume, you've probably seen the video already. If not, I would assume the video is probably pretty stable. It's not subject to jello or anything, so I'm hoping the video looks pretty good. On the side here is a USB port, and on the other side is a slot for your micro SD card. So you can record the video high quality right from the camera to this location here. Also in the bottom of the box, you get props. So you need 4 to fly, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get 2 spares. So a total of 6 props. You also get a USB so you can charge up the controller, and you get a prop removal tool and the prop nuts. So when you put the props on, they are secured by prop nuts. You also get a unit to attach your cell phone to the controller. Cell phone goes in here. Here we have your USB charging device. This will charge up your batteries. Plug your battery in here. Finally, we have the controller itself. It feels very nice in the hands, very solid, and there's no place to put batteries. So you charge this here controller by a USB plug, which I don't see. Am I going blind? Where are you? You have to be someplace because there's no place to put batteries. Let's get these antennas open. Is it under here? There it is right there. Here's the drone. Here's the battery. I can't put it all the way in. There's a piece of paper blocking it, but let me just find the hole. There we go. Just put it in nice and flip it upside down so it fits flat on the weigh scale. And what do we get? Total of 393 grams. Here's the battery for the drone. Now, normally I don't show this. This is the charger that comes with it. And normally I don't really care about the chargers, but this one's pretty cool. So this is a 2-cell battery. So there's 2 individual 3.7 volt batteries in here. And this here has 2 chargers built into it. So when you attach it to the back, it looks like that. And when you plug it in, you're actually going to see the 2 batteries. Watch what happens. There we go. So there's battery A and battery B, because it's a 2-cell battery, and it shows you the charge level of each battery. So it's going back and forth, charging one cell to the next cell, the 2-cell. That's why it's a 2-cell battery. Pretty sweet. So a really impressive drone. Now I got this drone here from Geekbuying, and I'm going to put a link below to where you can get it. I don't think it's very expensive, and I think you can get it in white or black, and it does come with 2 batteries or 1 battery, you choose. You decide. You saw the video, you saw how good it is. It's definitely a drone I would recommend. It seemed to work quite well, but I haven't seen the video quality, so when you see that, you can decide if it has the video quality you want. It's got a nice little bouncy gimbal-y thing in the front, so it should be pretty good, but it is freezing out here, like at 0, so I'm not sure if that affects the camera or anything. In warmer climates, cameras usually work better. They don't bounce around as much, so that could affect something. But anyways, flying in the rain, this baby did it out in the rain and the cold. Even the controller did well. It's like wet, my phone's wet, but yeah, everything did well out in the rain. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. There's a thumb someplace here, and we'll catch you in the next video. Take care.